Oh, hi. Welcome to my not a sewing video. I'm Emily, the sucky seamstress, and hopefully you've been following along on my weird vlog where I don't sew, but I talk about it, and I also talk about lots of random other things. So, how are you, friends? No, I can't hear you. But I hope you answered because, some of us are home, all alone for long periods of time. So talking to the screen is a step up from talking to ourselves. And maybe a step down from talking to our dogs, because talking to our dogs is very important. Today, the first thing that I would like to share with you is someone did something amazing and wonderful, but first I did something really stupid. But then they did something amazing and wonderful. Let me tell you. So I got a message from someone who follows me on Instagram and follows me on here that said, hey, can I have your oh, sorry. Hair, eyeball, blah. Okay, said, hey, can I have your address? I want to send you something. And I was like, sure. And I just messaged them back my address. Like my address. Like where you could just drive up and knock on my door and find me. I just sent a random person from the internet who I don't know and who could murder me my address. And like the next day I was over at my friend's house, who is a big time costuber, big time person. You probably know her, Lady Rebecca Fashions. She is amazing. And I said, how do you handle if people want to send you something, if they ask for your address? She's like, oh, that's why you get a P.O. box. And I said, that would be a really great idea. So you don't just like give them your address. She's like, no, why would you give them your address? I'm like, no reason. No reason. Yeah, she saw through that. Can you imagine? I was just a stone wall and she saw through it. So we discussed it, and I'm not going to do that again. But luckily, Angela decided not to drive here and murder me. Instead, she had watched my last video and decided to send me a present based on something I talked about. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? I'm so excited. Okay. So, I had talked about clubs and joining clubs. And Angela sent me, can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Oh! It's the Catherine de Medici Time Travel Society mug. Yes, it's the mug for Abby Cox's club. It's amazing and beautiful and wonderful, and I have yet to put tea in it because I've just been really, really excited, and I pet it a lot. And I love it so much, and it's amazing and wonderful, and I'm going to drink tea out of it all the time, and other things too. Maybe milk with like some crackers. Maybe I'll even put like salsa and I could dip chips or something. I don't know. I'm going to use this all the time. It's staying with me. It lives here now. Thank you so much, Angela. You are amazing. I know you said you didn't want me to like tag you or anything, so I hope it's okay that I'm just saying your name. I'm sure there are 50 bazillion Angelas out there. So Angela, thank you. Thank you. This was so sweet. I mean, when this showed up, I was just like screaming with joy. I just couldn't believe that just a random person was like, I'm your friend and I'm going to send you something. Angela, I want to send you something. You let me know if that's okay, because I got a plan. Okay, so new mug for tea. I'm not drinking tea right now today, but if I was drinking tea, it would probably be Breathe Easy tea. because I have a stuffy nose. I'm gonna guess it's due to allergies because it has been a couple of beautiful days here in the Pacific Northwest, and there have been some beautiful blossoms on my trees outside, so I have been trying to open windows and whatnot to get some fresh air and to just enjoy it. And have noticed my eyes watering and my nose dripping, and so yay, allergies, but it's worth it because it's beautiful outside. Let's see, what else? I had a list, but per usual, it is not here with me while I'm doing this. And I'm not going to get up and go looking for it because I don't know how long that could take. And we know how much I hate editing, so that's not going to happen. I feel like I'm missing something really important. Okay, so something I am really excited for this month is Instagrammer that I follow that I absolutely love, who is actually up here in the Pacific Northwest, and that I totally fangirl stalked a little bit at the last Emerald City and cornered her in the bathroom to tell her that I love her. I did that to 2 Instagrammers at Emerald City. Did I get pictures with them? No. Did I like have them sign something? I don't know. Do you do that with Instagrammers and YouTubers? I don't know. No, I didn't. Because first of all, I was too flustered to think about it. Second of all, we were in a bathroom. And third of all, they were so beautiful. I mean, I was just starstruck, you guys. So beautiful. Okay, so one of my favorite Instagrammers / cosplayers up here in the Pacific Northwest is our Shield Maiden. And if you're not following her, you should. It's Our Shield Maiden. So OURSH I before E, except after C. IELDMAIDEN. She is just adorable, amazing, versatile. She has amazing things to say. She covers all sorts of everything. She does everything. So you will find something that you love about her. So go follow her right now. Anyway, she does monthly sew-alongs, which I think is really great and really inspiring. And she kind of alternates between like really simple, easy projects and then kind of more intermediate ones and stuff. So you can kind of feel your pace, feel where you are. I signed up last year for one of her sew-alongs. That was a red threaded corset. Got really intimidated and did not finish it. Hope to finish it at some point in time. Didn't finish it. No judgment. No one cares. Everyone's there for you. Lots of support. So this month for February, she is doing this pattern. Can you see this pattern? Okay. So this pattern. It's the Laughing Moon Mercantile Cloak pattern. Pattern 135 for ladies Georgian / Regency cloak with hood in 2 lengths, cape with optional straight or pleated hood in 2 lengths, muff and muff cover. Covers time period 1750 to 1810. Though I'm pretty sure you could make these cloaks work for later time periods as well, with a little, or earlier, with a little tweaking. Anyway, as soon as I saw that she was doing this, I was like, oh, I have that pattern. I have never used it. This will be great. I can do this one. A cloak seems like an easy enough pattern for me to do. So I'm going to be doing her February sew-along with this cloak as one of my 5 million ongoing sewing projects. And you're going to be seeing updates on that every week. And I think it goes into March. I don't think it's like exactly 1 month. I'm not sure. I'll let you know. But it's going to be super fun, and it's still early enough that you can join. You can find this pattern at the Laughing Moon Mercantile page. I think you can also find it on probably other sources like eBay and Etsy and resell sources as well. I always request that you go directly to the original seller, but I get you. There's people out there like me. So I think I bought this from someone else. So I don't know. You should do this with me. Just a thought. We should do this together. I've been looking at my fabric stash because I am also doing the 30, oh dear. Look at my Instagram. I will figure it out. It's like I'm doing lots of things on Instagram right now. One of them is like doing 30 yards of fabric in, I think, 30 days. And if you don't, you have to start over. It's all over the place on Instagram. I will post something about it tomorrow. So look for tomorrow, Saturday, to see a post related to the 30 yards in 30 days fabric challenge. This will be a good one to help use up a bunch of yardage. And I have some really pretty fabrics. I'm just trying to decide, like I have like a really deep emerald green kind of rough cottony fabric that I don't really know what it is, but I think that might make a really pretty cloak. I don't know. We shall see. Okay. The 1840s dress project is still on. The only problem is, it's not a problem. I might change the fabric I'm going to make it of. I know. Here's the thing. A couple of my friends have decided they want to make 1840s style dresses with me. And they're going with a certain color scheme, and so part of me kind of wants to change my color scheme to kind of match them, but then part of me is like, don't match them. That's not good. Don't do that. So I don't know. I'm going to think about it. It's a lot to think about. Because, you know, you kind of want to be in with your friends, but then you also found this gorgeous fabric that you kind of want to use and do your own thing with. So we shall see. School's really like being a pain in my derriere this week with a huge project that I am constantly working on, but a lot was required this week that had to be turned in on the progress of the project, and I just need to be done with school forever. Goose fraba. Okay. When I close my eyes, I see this circular light thing. It's kind of crazy, but it's like inverted light color. It's like, it's yellow, but then I also see like really dark green with black, and I don't know if that's supposed to happen, or maybe my eyes are like having a stroke or something. More thoughts. So, are you maybe wondering why I'm pink? Yeah, I'm pink. I've never done this before, by the way. Most of my cosplaying has been like historically based cosplaying, or like cosplaying a character where I've made them like a historical version of their outfit. Like when I did my Cinderella ball gown bustle dress from 1872. So I've never done anything like this before. That is just like straight up cosplay of a non-historical character. I've never ever used body paint before in my life and swore I never would. Here I am covered in like body makeup paint, which I don't know if I did a good job. I have no idea how people keep body paint, makeup stuff off their clothes, especially when they're white. So, little concerned that this dress is toast now, just permanently tinged in pink. I don't wear a lot of wigs. I tend to wear hair pieces for like historical hairdos and stuff to help accentuate and fluff and whatnot. But I rarely wear full on wigs because I like to just use my normal hair whenever I can. So this feels very weird. That's why I keep touching it. Part of the reason why is it's kind of itchy up against my skin. That may be because this is not an expensive wig, but since I don't know what I'm doing, I didn't want to like go crazy money-wise, plus there is no money. But here I am in my cosplaying glory. I just got done taking a few pictures of myself. Just a little mini photo shoot, and then I need to figure out how to get this off of me. And I was going to clean it off first. But after thinking about the very specific reason of why I am doing this cosplay and taking these pictures, I thought I would share it with you. There is a webcomic, an amazing webcomic. And if you have not read it, go to WebToons right now and read it. It is called Lore Olympus. You can even Google it and you will find your way there. It is really awesome. It takes the Greek pantheon of gods and kind of retells their stories a little differently than the stories are actually traditionally, but that's fine. It's amazing. It kind of modernizes them and tells them from a unique and different view. And all of the gods are portrayed as a different color. I think part of it is kind of their personality. Part of it is kind of what they're over. Part of it is their realm. And part of it, I believe, is to show that there is no race among the gods. You know, to not be racial with the gods. Anyway, so if you're familiar with Greek mythology at all, and even if you're not, you might know the story of Persephone. Quick overview. Persephone is the daughter of Demeter. Demeter is the goddess of the harvest and kind of over the earth of growing things. So Demeter is what makes things grow and bloom and plants, helps them to grow and harvests and all that stuff. And her daughter Persephone was the goddess of spring. So she specifically helped with flowers and whatnot. Well, the god Hades was up near, and the god Hades is one of the original three godhead. There's Zeus, who is the god of all gods, king of the gods. There's Poseidon, who is god of the seas, and then there's Hades, who's god of the underworld. Well, one day he is riding along he had like an underworld chariot or whatever, near the surface, and he hears Persephone singing, and he kind of peeks up out of the underworld and sees this beautiful frolicking maiden and falls madly in love with her and kidnaps her and takes her to the underworld. And Demeter is just in complete despair and petitions Zeus to get her daughter back. And Zeus is like, well, it's my brother, who's technically like a really big head god, you know, bigger than you are, Demeter. So if he wants your daughter, you know, and so Demeter stopped letting anything grow, brought winter, everything died on the earth. All the humans were like starving and dying, and Zeus is like, this is really bad. So he told Demeter, hey, I'm going to send Hermes, the messenger god, to go get your daughter and bring her back. As long as she hasn't eaten any of the food of the underworld, because that would be super bad, no good. So this whole time, Persephone's been like, I hate you, Hades. I'm not eating your food. I'm not taking your presents. No, I hate you. And the day Hermes is scheduled to come get her, she's like so hungry, and there's a pomegranate, a fresh, beautiful pomegranate that she opens up, and she pulls out 6 seeds, and she eats them. Well, as soon as Hades saw that she did this, he petitioned Zeus and said, she ate some of my food. The food of the underworld, she has to stay here. I'm sorry, I know this is taking long. I love storytelling. I will go faster. And Demeter's like, no, I will kill the earth and blah, blah, blah. So Zeus came up with a compromise. 6 months of the year, Persephone stays above with her mother Demeter. And 6 months of the year, she goes to the underground with Hades, who she eventually falls in love with, gets married to, and becomes queen of the underworld. So that's why we have seasons. Did you know that? That's why we have seasons. Spring is when Persephone first shows up, and it's joyous and beautiful, and everything starts to grow again. Summer is big celebration. Fall, she's gone down to the underworld, and Demeter is sad and just letting everything start to die. Winter, Demeter's in her greatest amount of sadness, being separated from her daughter. And then spring rolls around, and her daughter's back to visit again. Okay, so that's basically the gist of the original Greek story, Greek myth. Lore Olympus kind of rewrites it a bit, but the main story is basically about Persephone and Hades. Though there are so many other gods and goddesses with unique and amazing personalities and little stories going off everywhere, and it's amazing too. Persephone is pink. Her skin is pink. Her hair is pink. She tends to cut her hair off rather short. But anytime Persephone gets emotional, or when she is doing her duties as the goddess of spring, her hair grows long and flowing and all fluffy and radiant again, and usually has flowers in it. Here is why I'm sitting here pink. Last Friday, I was sitting at a role-playing game night, sitting next to a really good friend of mine, Kelsey. And we were chatting back and forth about Lore Olympus, which we both love. And I was telling her that I was kind of looking at like cosplaying maybe Hestia, who's like this full-figured goddess, or one of the other ones. And she's like, ooh, who should I role play? And I was like, ooh, you should maybe this one or this one, because, you know, they're very tall. And Kelsey's like very tall. Plus she tends to lean towards like kind of darker gothy things. And so those specific characters kind of remind me of her. And she's like, of course, I'd love to cosplay Persephone. I was like, oh yeah, love to cosplay Persephone. And she was like, yeah, but I'm too fat. And my response was, something along the lines of, I get you, girl. I know what you mean. Me too. Something like that. And we continued, and the night continued. I have been bothered by that for almost a week now. What in the world was wrong with me? Too fat? That's not a thing. Anyone can be anyone and whoever they want to be. I'm so ashamed of myself for not immediately saying, are you kidding? It doesn't matter that Persephone is super short, like 5'3", and this tiny little waist with big hips and big boobs. That doesn't matter. Anyone can be her. Anyone can cosplay her. You can be who you want to be. What was wrong with me, people? I guess I've been flooded by images of much skinnier cosplayers cosplaying characters I would love to cosplay, and my brain tells me, well, I won't look like that. Well, you know what? I won't look like that. I will look like me cosplaying that character. And you know what? I painted myself pink today, and I put on a big pink wig, and I found my most Greek goddess looking outfit and stuck flowers in my hair, and I think I look amazing. I think I make a gorgeous and amazing Persephone, and I think my friend Kelsey would make a gorgeous and amazing Persephone, and I'm hoping to dress her up too. So, I'm gonna stop crying now. Oh, my nose was already stuffy. I will post some pictures on my Instagram of this cosplay with that explanation, but I wanted to explain to you why it was important to me to do my video while I was still dressed up, because it is important. We need to stand up. We need to stand up for everyone to feel welcome and included, and for everyone, no matter their size or their skin color or their abilities, to feel like they can be whoever they want to be, and they can cosplay whoever they want to, and that they will be a beautiful and wonderful version of that cosplay as themselves. My friends, I love you, and I hope that you are having the best day, and I hope you are working on amazing projects, and I hope that you will share them with me, and I hope that I will see you next week. Bye. Oh no. I didn't touch anything. What happened? It's everywhere.